Hello, everyone. Welcome again to another edition to Find Ways to Mend. I must admit, I'm very, very excited to be back here talking to you, beautiful people. Had a couple of things come up and a couple of other things I had to tend to. But hey, we're back here. Been doing some collaborations with Prince Dynasmir, the owner and content creator of the channel. Search for Uru. I definitely recommend you guys go subscribe to this channel. A very, very dynamic individual who I'm privileged to call a personal friend for during their 15 years. Want to talk to you guys on the subject line. It's not the smoke, it's the fire. It's not the smoke, it's the fire. It's what's on the inside of a man, a woman that produces that passion to succeed, that passion to win. The smoke can sometimes get confused with the fire. It looks like it's going to be a fire. It looks like it can. Push through like a fire can, but it can't. It's just a potential that is not put ablaze yet. The fire is what burns. The fire is what propels you to do what you must do. You to accomplish what you must have. To not to give up what you know is pulling you like a wind pushes a kite. You got to have that fire. You got to have that fire to want to be great, to want to do things, and to make a difference in a phenomenal, exceptional, gargantuan way. It's the fire. What are you doing to cultivate that fire? What are you doing to keep those embers stroked and coming into burning into a white hot blaze? That thing, that fire that's getting you up and keeping you up and moving you and has you up at 4 o'clock in the morning working on something, only be able to pop up at 9, 10 in the morning to get up and do about your day. What is that? You got to have that fire. You got to find that fire, and you got to know how to cultivate that fire to keep it from going. You're not going to accomplish your goals, ladies and gentlemen, without passion. You're not going to accomplish your goals without commitment. You're not going to accomplish your goals if you allow that fire and that burn that I have to have this, I have to do this to go out, or to better yet, to cool down. It takes a lot of energy to restart yourself back up and get back on track and get back doing what you know you must and you need to do, as opposed to just sitting down and picking it up and sitting down and picking it up. Never allow yourself to cool off if something you really, really want, or better yet, should I say, you really, really need to have this thing in your life. Always keep pursuing, always keep ever learning, always keep pushing through, always look through what's the best way to how I can get this breakthrough. Ladies and gentlemen, you have one life. You have one life, and you want to live it with passion. You want to do work with passion. You want to seize opportunities, or better yet, get out there and create opportunity that's going to push you through. We are with Prince Amir and I. Have been doing some series on the family and the importance of having family. Well, the family is vitally important. They should be your number one support system. But what if they're not? Do you still have that fire that burns within you to keep propelling you, to keep pushing you, to keep pulling at you for you to get out? Sometimes you're not going to have support, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes not everybody's going to believe in your vision, your purpose. Sometimes they're not going to get with you. Sometimes they call themselves a spouse. Sometimes they call themselves children. Sometimes they call themselves siblings. Sometimes they call themselves close friends. And you're not going to always have that support. Therefore, you must learn to stroke the embers of the fire in your own heart. You must learn how to keep that burning, regardless of someone is around you giving you a pat on your back or not. You got to let your work speak for you. You got to let your passion talk for you. You got to let your commitment keep doing for you. You got to let your grind and your hustle keep showing the world that, hey, you're about it. You're after this. You should be, when a fire is burning so hot and the passion is getting so hot right there. Literally, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have time to look at critics. You don't have time to see who's criticizing you, because you're in the business of doing. You're about there getting the results and getting things done and trying to make things happen in your life, because this is going to be a betterment for you. Now, what are some of those ways we can get that fire? Let's talk about that. What is that fire? Man, I gotta have this. I mean, this is something nice to have. That's just a desire. It could be a strong desire. A fire is something. I need this. I need this like the air I breathe. I must accomplish this goal. My life is incomplete without this goal. And on the second end, I am going to constantly pursue this goal. I'm going to get an action plan together, and I'm going to keep working in a constant, relentless pursuit until I achieve this. One of my favorite organizations, who happens to be a law organization, and I said when I was younger, I wished I would have went towards that organization, is the U.S. Marshals. One thing I like about the U.S. Marshals is that they have a constant, relentless pursuit of who they're after. If a fugitive has the U.S. Marshal on their coming after them, they've had a bad day. Why? Because they're constantly coming after you. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They don't care what part of the world you go in. They have an exhaustive supply of resources. They are mechanized. They are dedicated to the goal, and they do not stop. They do not stop. It ain't no breaks with them. You know, and the U.S. Marshal, the men and women that they keep and constantly pursuing you. Oh, I know other organizations could be liking that. I'll just talk about my favorite one. And that tenacity, that bulldoze, like I'm not gonna give up on this until I get this my purpose, and my purpose is achieved. That's what you have to have. That's what you're looking at. That's what you're looking to grind. That's what you're looking to do. Whatever that goal is, or whatever that burning desire is, you're gonna improve into a greater person simply by pursuing that. The constant pursuit, relentless pursuit of a worthwhile goal or dream. You gotta have it. And so we have to become that man and woman that seeks to do that. Now, how do we build it? Association. Getting around people who already have that fire. And they're easy to identify. Their walk and talk reveals them. And their work reveals them. Getting around people, seeing how they're doing, getting fired up. Iron sharpens irons, as the book of Proverbs says. And you're constantly being around people who celebrate you, who celebrate that goal, who celebrate that tenacity, who are drawn to that tenacity and want to see you win, who give you pointers to shorten the learning curve. But you're going to bring the work, and you're going to bring the discipline. What's another thing we can look at? Having a strong vision board. Have you tasted it? Have you seen it? Have you sat in it? Have you walked through it? Have you been there? Have you put your fingers in the soil? Have you made a connection with what you're pursuing? Have you done that? Have you almost taken it like in your spirit that that I'm one with this thing, and it's almost like I can see it now, even though it's not in my hands. That's going to keep the fire stroking. Are you consistently doing that? Are you consistently working towards it? Are you consistently putting the effort in? Are you putting in your maximum reasonable effort in order to go after that? Are you working? Are you trained to ignore the naysayers? Are you disciplined? Doing what you have to do, even when you don't want to do it. Disciplined, orderly, structured, focused. Do you have these qualities? All that keeps the fire burning. All that keeps the fire going. Because in order to keep that fire burning and humming in you and driving, you got to add fuel to it. What's your fuel? What is your fuel? What is your fuel? No, what are you adding to your fire? No, what are you constantly doing? I submit to you, once you catch a goal, you need to immediately reset another one. Once you attain that goal, it's not the time to cool down a little bit. Celebrate a little bit. Enjoy the prize. Bask in a little bit, but get back out there resetting and get back out there redoing, because every single time you accomplish something, and you accomplish something with that fire that you have, you're going to be a better man. You're going to be a better woman, because you had to grow into that person. Each goal causes you to grow more. Each goal pushes you more into your greatness. Each goal should be a building block on accomplishing greater goals. Do you understand that there is no substitute for the fire? No one can have that fire for you more than you. You got to have it. And when you have it, there's going to be certain things that's going to be evident in your life. You're going to be putting in the work. You're going to be talking about it. You're going to be breathing. You're going to be disciplining yourself to drop anything or anyone who is not a part of that goal system. You're not going to hear the noise of the naysayers. You're not going to turn back around and come off your wall and come back and come off your wall and get on the ground and start arguing with people about why you're doing this and you'll see and I'll show you. You don't have time for that. You can't spend your energy talking with people who don't see what you see. You got to be about it. You want to prove your education? Do it. You want to prove your relationships? Do it. You want a relationship? Go get one. You want to prove your situation with your children? Do it. You want to make more money? Do it. Now is the time to start that company. Now is the time to seize that opportunity for the promotion. I mean, you're thinking, hey, they may say no. Hey, that's the fire doesn't say that. The fire said that they will say yes. So what do you got to lose for 100% being fully committed to your cause that you know that could change the course of your life and the lives of those around you? What do you have to lose? Stop making excuses. Stop giving up on yourself. Stop listening to people who are not putting in the work and they're telling you what you can't do. Just because they gave up and just because they put their lives on park and on cruise control don't mean that has to be you. Get out there and celebrate. Get out there and win. Go out there, and go out there and keep stroking those seeds of greatness that's ultimately going to bring you great. Or you can live the other way and talk about what you could have done, what you should have done, or I should have did this. If only I wouldn't have did this. I gave up too soon and lie. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, whether you pursue your goals or whether you pursue your passion, I understand the clock is ticking. You get one life. And you have a limited life. You have a limited time frame in that life. You have the same 24 hours a day, 7 days a week that Oprah Winfrey has, Robert Johnson has, Michael Jordan has, Elon Musk has, Bill Gates has, Larry Page, a serving brain of Facebook Google has. Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook. What makes them different? Could it be that they had a passion just like you, but the only difference between them and you is they stroked the fire and that fire caused them to burn through every obstacle that stood in their way to go get it? What makes another man different than you? You're giving over to the royalty mentality and people of high status and all that foolishness? You're giving over that there's a certain cloud of people who has this exceptional gift and they don't have to go through the paces. They don't have to work. They don't have to grind. They don't have to do anything. It just comes to them. Is that what you're giving to? You're giving to a certain thing where they was born with money. I'm not born with money. When you live in the greatest time ever in the history of man, where you can literally go out there and pull out of your mind and out of your heart an idea that will revolutionize the world. When you can sit here and make more money from your home with a computer in a day that some people make in a year. Yes, that's possible. That's possible, but you got to have that fire. You got to be able to overcome those obstacles. You got to be able to discipline yourself. You got to be able to get up when you don't want to. You got to be able to keep running when you're tired. You got to be able to galvanize people to your cause. But more importantly, you have to be your own cheerleader. It's not the smoke, ladies and gentlemen. It's the fire. It's what's on the inside. No, it's what's on the inside. And I give credit to that statement from a movie I saw years ago called Pastime. And it's about this young black pitcher who was trying to make it to the majors before the time of integration, and he had this mentor that was teaching him who couldn't make it to the major leagues as a pitcher, but he saw potential in this young kid and he helped him and grew them. And he said that statement, it's not the smoke, it's the fire. It's what's on the inside that counts. Because that young man was getting discouraged because the racism he was going through and the ridicule he was going through. But he later grew up to be one of the greatest pitchers, in the history of the major leagues. Now, you can liken that to anything. You can liken that to anyone. But we're likening this to you. What burns inside of you, ladies and gentlemen? What burns inside of you? What is that you must have? What is that you got to have? Have you given up on it? You know, but dust that excuse off, and you know what, and throw it away, and get the stroke in the fires again. Get the burning out there. Now you got more knowledge. Now you got more understanding. Get back out there and start hustling. Start grinding. You know, I mean, too much time has already been wasted. No, too much time has already been given. You're mulling in your excuses, and you're mulling in your reasons why you can't do it. Everybody can do something greater than you. Stop that. There's no one greater than you. God created you unique for a definitive purpose, and He did not think so low of you to send you to your earth, to send you to His earth without thinking you could accomplish that purpose. But it's up to you to stroke that fire. It's up to you to fan those flames of greatness. That belongs to you, and that's your responsibility alone. No one can do it for you. A wife can't. Children can't. A parent can't. Often I hear people, well, if I had support, I would be here and I would be there and I'd be there and stuff like that. Be your own support. You know, be your own support. Yes, you know, we all need help and things, but be your own support. Be your own fire in this. Like, I'm going to get this. You know, I mean, how low must the individual think that if God has given them a purpose, that one particular person or one group of people can hold that up? God Almighty will send complete strangers to bless you. You don't need just someone. You don't need that, but you do need that burner. You do need that fire. He's not going to put in the work for you. He's not going to put in the work. That belongs to you, ladies and gentlemen. Fan the greatness in you. Stroke the fires within you. Believe, talk, believe it in your very essence that you're born for great things. And get out there and show the world that you are. Get out there and show the world that you're great. You know, grind until you manifest. Manifest in your mind, and then and still keep grinding and still keep going. Still keep pushing forward. Put forward is the way. Now, my channel is not to motivate you. I said that time and time before. My channel is to inspire you, to unlock the keys and unlock the potential I know you already have. And what's the difference between inspiration and motivation? Motivation is the smoke. It's potential. You know, motivation, you got to constantly keep falling back and, you know, picking yourself up, and someone got to inject you with another motivation shot. Fire is inspiration. It burns within. Your fire pulls you up. Your fire say, you know, hey, you know, it's time to get up. I have to do this. I need to do this. This is what I must accomplish in order to be fulfilled. Motivation is, well, if I get it, I get it. No, if it work out, it work out. No, not inspiration in the fire. No, it pulls you up. Fire doesn't allow you to quit. It won't let you quit on yourself, and it won't let you quit on others. It compels you to be great. Ladies and gentlemen, get that fire in your life. Stroke that fire. Cultivate that fire. Cultivate that fire. Now, we look in scriptures, and sometimes and there was a certain case. I believe it was in the book of Exodus where God Almighty caused a fire, and the priests were commanded never to let the fire go out. No, never let the fire go out. It was their job to keep it going. He started, but it's their job to keep it going. So I can start this conversation. I can start the fire, but it's your job to keep it going. We see that same concept emulated around the world, and like at the tomb of the unknown soldiers. I know in the country that I'm born in, raised in the citizen of the United States of America, we have a tomb of unknown soldiers. We have what we call an eternal flame. Never goes out. Never goes out. As a reminder of what this person did. Don't ever let your eternal flame go out. Don't ever let that fire go out. Don't let that be extinguished in your life. And dang sure don't you extinguish it. You know, you can do things. You can accomplish things. You can achieve things. You can build. You can get that breakthrough. You can get that thing. It's not far. It's not far far out there, man. You want to? If you got if you got an idea to put colonies on Mars, you can achieve it. If you have an idea to own companies all over the world, you can achieve it. If you have an idea to make better schools and better vehicles and better things going to contribute to the society, better computer programs, you can achieve it. Only if you have the fire. Only if you have the fire. Cultivate the fire in your life. It's not the smoke, ladies and gentlemen. It's the fire. It's what burns on the inside. Hey, I appreciate you guys taking time to fellowship with me, listen to me. I ask you to hit that like and subscribe button if I touch something in your life. Hey, my thing is like, hey, if I brought value to you, please give support. If I don't. Now we're looking to build. We're looking to draw authentic people who really want to unlock the essence of themselves, who are daring to be great. This is FitzgeraldStephens of Find Ways to Win. We appreciate your time. Until next time, you guys have an excellent day.